welcome to the Junk Food Boys channel.
That's
ladies
right.
And gentlemen.
The Junk Food Boys are back.
Welcome to the Corner Critique as well.
Yeah.
This is where it'll be posted, and I'm kind of transitioning to that.
Yeah.
To video reviews.
That's exciting.
A
lot of fun.
I prefer like this. I prefer having a partner.
Yeah.
To critique with.
I think it's fun. I think it's.
I don't want to be talking about myself. I like to hear my own voice, but I don't like it that much.
I don't want any of that California bullshit.
I chose this one as opposed to some other movies that we watched recently because I knew that we were going to have a lot of differences with this one.
We had such a difference of opinions in this.
Yes, you know, let's try to humanize an evil woman who wants to skin some puppies for a coat.
Anita, darling. How are you? Miserable, darling, as usual. Perfectly wretched. Yes. Yes, I must say, such perfectly beautiful coats.
Keep the little beasts for all I care. Do what you like with them. Drown them.
I don't see anything wrong with that, and I think that that's perfectly understandable. You know, nowadays we're trying to understand where people come from, why they are the way they are. Therapy is such a big thing now, and understanding how your parents treated you and why, you know, you feel certain things and think certain ways. It goes with it. And I think that because it's so readily available, all this information that we have now, and we've become so much more aware of psychotherapy and things like that, we have also invited children to understand themselves a lot more. And I think that's why these movies are becoming more popular for the younger audiences, because they are, you know, you can't hide much anymore from children. So you hear a lot of children talking about things that 30, 40 years ago they weren't talking about. You know, it was hidden. They were a lot more innocent because they just were protected more.
I like the idea of getting into the psychology behind some of these characters. What I'm talking about is the execution. That's where I think it lost me a little bit. Cruella, I can't imagine the 101 Dalmatians Cruella ever being an anti-hero or some kind of sympathetic character the way the Cruella movie ends.
It's just fun.
Sure. I'm reminded of certain origin stories that kind of go too far with trying to explain everything about a certain character. This is how they got their name. This is how they got this quirk of their personality. This is it. And I'm reminded of like one of the more egregious ones that kind of annoyed the hell out of me was the Han Solo movie.
Yeah.
Where you see his backstory and they just try to explain everything about him.
Right.
Like, you know, how he got his name.
What's your name, son?
Han.
What? Who are your people?
I don't have people. I'm alone.
Solo.
Well, that was dumb.
How he got his gun, how he got this and that, and how he met Chewbacca, and you know, just so much of it that ultimately came off as unnecessary.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Right,
well, that's the way they tried to build the sympathy for her.
Right.
It's just, to me, it's just so cliche. You know, it's just being that kind of typical outcast, and she was bullied and misunderstood, and
but she
the school
wasn't
accepting
felt sorry
her
for, because she was never upset, like in the point like feeling sorry for herself. She was just like, well, fuck y'all. You know, that's why I liked it. You know, you never felt sorry for her. You never felt like this pity victimized person. You just saw, whoa, you know, she can handle some shit as a young kid. And she's really interesting. That's what I got from it. Yeah.
Cruella sees the Dalmatians kill her mom.
Right.
That sows the seed
of
hatred
towards Dalmatians.
Exactly. So we see her now in London, right? Straight up Charles Dickens style, fucking Oliver Twist, where she runs into some Pickpockets.
Pickpockets.
A couple of them, Horace and Jasper, who turn out to be Horace and Jasper, which are henchmen in 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
You know, where I didn't like the beginning with her as a child. Mm-hmm. I did like, though, the Charles Dickens Oliver Twist thing, part of it at all.
I can appreciate that.
I really like that. I was like, oh, this is interesting, you know. And
yeah.
Rather quickly, you do see another turn in the story where Cruella sees the necklace. So the Baroness has her mother's necklace.
Where things turn.
It's a turning point, yeah.
For Estella to officially Cruella.
Which, by the way, she meets like this really weird dude at a department store.
I wouldn't call him weird.
He's a weird dude. He's dressed like a pirate.
I loved it.
That's fair.
He looked like a David Bowie pirate.
Well, David Bowie was weird, but I remind you, he was the king of weird.
He was beautifully weird. So.
Well, I didn't say that. I just said weird. I didn't say ugly weird.
The connotation was weird.
He was weird.
It's concentrated.
It depends how much money you put into it. I mean, a small one could probably kill about half the people here, but a big one could destroy a city, or even more. I mean,
it's a weird idea.
I thought that added character was fun. I don't know that it made sense in the long run.
I think it was unnecessary, but yeah, I mean, I didn't mind him too much. I mean, it was kind of funny.
Was just kind of, I'm not sure why they needed him, but whatever.
They didn't need to. Just fucking padding the runtime, which drove me crazy. Horace and Jasper trying to get the necklace. Mm-hmm. We had a really funny segment with the dog dressed as a rat. That was hilarious.
You got to see the dog. This little dog that Horace has is the little understated, star of the show. It's so cute.
But eventually she does get it from her, which is kind of stupid. She just yanks it off of her, because of the rats and the commotion. Yeah,
she had to show her up.
There was a moment too where she's like fighting like those bodyguards or whatever.
Yeah, right before she gets to the Baroness.
Also, I mean, it was set up because you see her as a kid able to fight and all that.
Yeah,
but this is fucking stupid. I didn't get it. I was just, well, why? Who cares?
It's fun. It's fun. I loved it.
It's fun.
Someone's
having fun, and that's what matters. Yes,
the ones that are on my side.
Yeah, someone's
y'all are having a blast.
Everyone's having a blast.
Not that much of a blast.
Yeah, no, not that
just
much.
Having a good time.
Just a good time, not a. And that's the thing. Like, if I can talk about that real quick, the tonal shifts. It goes from coming of age story, with her being as a little girl, Charles Dickens, Oliver Twist, to
brief,
Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
Like 3 different fucking movies all within the first hour, and it's just, it's a bit jarring, dude. It's like, where's your identity? What are you? What type of movie are we watching here? It got a bit annoying for me. Yeah, we're watching Cruella.
Come on.
And also, before we continue we're already talking about, like, we're about a third of the movie in or something like that.
Yeah.
Close to halfway. And even with just that runtime, never mind just the tonal shifts, the amount of songs that they had in there.
Oh, yeah.
Top 100 70s hits. Every single fucking pop. Just name a song right now. It was in Cruella.
He shot me down, bang, bang. I hit the ground, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Just name it off the top of your dome. From the 70s, it was in Cruella.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about every fucking genre imaginable. It was in Cruella. And it wasn't over the entire movie. It was like you could pick a 5-minute span from any point in the first act of the movie. There were at least 3 songs back to back to back. It was the most annoying thing in the movie for me. I hated it. Some of those songs they were just superfluous. They were just in there because
it was fun.
We can use them.
Look, I keep saying it was fun. I keep saying it was fun. For me, none of that mattered. It was fun. I just enjoyed it. I didn't mind the songs at all.
Sure. Okay.
It went with it. And I love the 70s.
Well, you see, that's the thing.
Fine.
Some of them didn't go with it. That was the problem for me. Like, some of those songs were just kind of forced in there.
Maybe.
And that's what I didn't
notice,
I didn't really. It just felt so inorganic, man. Okay. I was like, dude, just ease it off, man. do we need to be bombarded with a different song every other minute? We get to a point where we see this montage. My favorite part of the movie, actually, we see this montage of her one-upping the Baroness, or she's showing up.
Yeah.
Again, the montage was well edited and is kind of creative on how she was one-upping her. Didn't like the song choice, of course, but I appreciated the way they executed that montage. Who doesn't like a good montage? So she eventually shows up after Cruella is like drunk from actual alcohol, but also drunk from her success.
Yeah.
And
having just a great time.
Yeah, just having reveling in her own evil.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, Cruella is strapped to a chair and she's about to be burned alive. I wanted the movie to end there.
Of course you did.
That's where it is.
That's not Disney, but
and
yes,
I wanted
of course.
the twist to be Emma Thompson's Baroness was the actual Cruella.
Mm-hmm. She takes her persona.
Exactly. So that would make more sense to me. So this whole time we were tricked into thinking that the movie was about Emma Stone's Cruella. And it was, but the Cruella that we've come to know and love from the 101 Dalmatians is the Baroness Emma Thompson.
But that really wouldn't make sense.
She kills Emma Stone's Cruella.
Yeah.
Steals her shtick, steals her whole thing, where they could have made it to where she, afterward, like to show, how heartbroken she was, that she styles her hair after her, she starts dressing like her, that kind of stuff, like takes on that style.
I guess.
And then, but really it's all manipulative, she takes it on.
Everything is manipulative.
Because she wants to destroy, the idea that this Estella, that I'm, she's.
I think that's just too far-fetched. For.
And it could have been. I mean, we didn't even have to hear Estella being called Cruella, right? She could have just been another character waiting to see, like, when does she become Cruella? When is she even called that?
Yeah.
But really, it's the Baroness at the end.
I would have liked
who
that.
Who turns out to be Cruella because, let's say Anita figured out the Baroness's plan and that she murdered Estella, can't figure out or can't prove it or anything like that. Just knows, has a feeling. And someone I mean, this is stupid.
But why would she keep in touch with her all these years though?
Sure.
For 100.
Well, I mean, it would be a bit there's where it changes a little bit still, but she finds out, like, she says, "Oh wow, she looks so much like Estella," or whatever, like offhand, like another scene where they say someone tells her that,
it's
and she's like
she's
like, God, no. It's just like, she'll never be like Estella. It's like more like Cruella or something like that.
She's
just
so
a play
evil.
on where
she's so mean.
So cruel.
It's Cruella.
Exactly. Still stupid, but here I am already, I think, writing the script better than they did. So, that's how Cruella sticks, because she writes up a whole piece on it of, like, Cruella, as the fake, Estella or whatever over here, and she just tears into her and all that. And we see it at the end. Oh,
and because
shit,
she drives the DeVille, they make that, devil.
Yeah, dude. So they're
DeVille.
Disney, call me.
Oh gosh.
Disney, call me. I got you. Disney, I'm waiting.
Anybody call him. Please.
I got you.
Just
my genius is waiting.
Give him an outlet. Can you please, anyone?
My genius is waiting for you.
Have you anything to declare? Nothing but my genius. Who's the butt plugs? Like they're mine.
There is a scene where she goes to, like, this fountain and she's talking to her mom or the spirit of her mom or something like that, and she's all fucked up or whatever, and she's saying, she's kind of like accepting that she is Cruella, she's not Estella, that kind of thing.
She's kind of going little nutty.
Really stupid. I don't understand. There's so many scenes here and moments and plot beats that were so unnecessary. That one being one of the more egregious examples. Who fucking cares?
Yeah. It wasn't done well. I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, her delivery is great.
Even then,
it was fun, but then it did feel forced sometimes.
Yeah. And eventually it goes to,
I see your side.
Getting
but it's still
getting
fun.
back to the Baroness. So you see the Baroness having another ball.
So but at some point she had found out that the Baroness had used the whistle.
Yeah.
And the Baroness was the one that killed her mother.
Right.
By making the dogs go. Not that
she does realize that. Yeah.
And that's why she went after her.
That was one of the key points to the whole movie.
Yes.
That you do eventually realize that what you didn't see in the beginning.
Yes.
When her
mother went over the cliff.
Yeah, her fake mother died.
Which
it was because
gave.
the Baroness had a dog whistle. Where you find out what the real plan is when she leads the Baroness outside at the same ledge.
Mm-hmm. As Estella.
As Estella, that's true. Because that's key. That's the key here.
Yeah. So that she
Horace
looks like
and
she's
Jasper,
killing Estella.
Right. Everyone go out to the terrace, for some stupid reason. Go out to the terrace. Everyone's going out like idiots. They see the Baroness push Estella off the ledge.
They witness it, unbeknownst to the Baroness, because her back is towards them. She turns around and then tries to convince everybody that she fell.
Right.
She fell. And then, of course, they don't believe her.
No, well, because they just saw her. She gets arrested. And then all of a sudden, who rose up?
Cruella
rose up. And Estella's dead.
Wrote a will.
For all intents and purposes, she's actually dead.
Yes.
Because she was killed by the Baroness. However,
her mother.
The next twist was that Estella signed her whole estate over to Cruella. So stupid, so forced, so quick. Like, it just happened so easily too.
Come on,
the Baroness. It's a Disney movie. Baroness is arrested. She's taken away.
Come on.
Cruella gets the whole estate, the fortune. She shows up at the fucking mansion. She renames it. Which, by the way, and then that's it. She renamed. You see
Instead
it.
Of Hellman.
You see it end. And then that's it. And then there's a fucking.
You're tired of it.
See,
huh?
I'm done. Yeah, so a few things here and there, a few observations here towards the end. We're wrapping up now. Emma Stone is one of my favorite actresses in the game right now. She's always good. She's been one of my favorites for years.
She's fantastic.
She's
a genius at comedy, at drama.
Right, she knows how to do it all.
Yeah,
and she's so good at what she does that even when she's in a terrible film, you can at least count on her being interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
To watch.
Ooh, we could play some form of dodgeball maybe. We could tie our shoes together, our tennis shoes, and we could throw them over telephone wires. Because I see that everywhere, and it seems like people would have fun doing that. Like, how hard can you throw? You know what I mean? Like, what do you...
Having said that, though, here we do see her, I think we do see her struggling to bring this character to life
sometimes
because
there's
of
an underlying
the lack of direction. Like, what type of character is Cruella here?
Mm-hmm.
Is she a good person at heart? Is she an actual psychopath? Is she an anti-hero? Is she a straight up villain? The movie doesn't really know what to do with the character. So I feel like it sidetracked Emma Stone's performance from scene to scene, where it was like, how am I playing this? There's just too much ambiguity for her to really latch on to an actual just character.
Mm-hmm.
She was almost playing like 3 different characters in the movie. So I think her performance suffered because of that. As much as she tried,
Yeah.
But ultimately not really one of her finest performances. Like when Glenn Close portrayed her, she wasn't really that evil, but her
comical.
Her goal didn't change. She still wanted to kill the puppies to get a coat. She just played it a little bit more hammy and a bit more for laughs, cheesy. I think. But she still was highly memorable.
Yes.
Take the drawing from Anita and hand it to me. Is that difficult?
Those horrible noisy things that children play with on their television. Someone designs them. What a senseless thing to do with your life. If we make this coat, it would be as if I were wearing your dog. Woof, woof. Take it!
She had a whole bunch of character to her, and all these idiosyncrasies, and she was really mean to Jasmine. Hers is very fucking funny. You didn't really see that in Emma Stone with Cruella. Cruella was almost Emma Stone's portrayal was almost like Harley Quinn. That's the Harley Quinn of the Disney world, the Joker, even Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, the Joker of this world, and it didn't follow the beats of like the Joker movie or anything like that. It just had like that spirit to it, and it didn't really work, I think, for this iteration of the character.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it also speaking of music, it ends with 2 rock songs. First, Black Sabbath, and then it morphed into the Rolling Stones' Sympathy for the Devil. Just stick with the fucking Black Sabbath song. Okay? Because we've already heard that goddamn Sympathy for the Devil song for every fucking villain movie that we've ever seen. Or, it's like...
Yeah, I didn't care for that.
So Interview with the Vampire did it a long time ago.
And that's it. All I think about when I hear that song is that now.
Yeah.
Is Interview with the Vampire. That they've already just, they own it.
Yeah, they should have left it there. Emma Thompson was great.
Yes.
I did have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
She's always great, and she was great here.
Yeah.
But why? She had one character to play. One fucking character to play, and that's it. She was able to latch onto that and give a very entertaining performance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very entertaining. Would have been great if she would have been Cruella at the end. You had fun, though. You didn't mind. That's fine. I'm not here to poo-poo on anybody's party.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a stupid fucking movie.
Golly.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like, sometimes you dissect things to death where you just can't have fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it too much.
Yeah.
So, that's the end of our review, I think, unless you wanted to add anything else.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Go have fun and watch the movie.
Right. Or go have fun and watch a different movie.
Wow.
In my opinion.
No.
You can do better than Cruella.
I'm not saying you can't do better.
Right.
I'm just saying go have fun.
There you go. Go have fun in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you mean. Go have fun in general.
Yeah.
Right?
And watch this movie.
Let me be
Give it a chance.
Let me be an actual Cruella here. I don't want you to have fun. How about that?
Wow.
Huh? That's how Cruella should have been.
And that's why you need to go have fun.
Yeah.
Because he's telling you not to.
Yeah, I don't want you to have fun. I want to... That's
we
Cruella.
all know you're the real Cruella,
That's
okay?
Cruella, yeah, exactly.
We all know.
That's Cruella, okay? More of that, Disney.
Hopefully they'll call you up and you
yes.
can give them your...
What's your rating? What if you give it a
mind.
number? What number are you going to give
I
it?
would rate...
If we had to... I think people like to hear the number.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, are we doing 1 through 10 or 1 through 5?
I like the 10-point scale myself. So, what do you got?
I say it's, I think it's like a 6.5.
Okay.
Because it's fun, but there are things that, aren't exactly of a great movie made.
Uh-huh.
So, I'd say 6.5 for the fun of it and for the cleverness and, nostalgia.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go way lower than that.
Oh, jeez. You don't have to go that low.
I'm not going to get ridiculous. There are some things that I liked. There were some things that I liked about it.
Okay.
But I'm going with a weak 4. Going with a soft 4.
Listen,
4 out of
if
10
you love fashion, you'll enjoy it for that too, because that you see these great creations and
that's a good point.
Yeah, the cleverness and the creativity was really cool.
Yeah, I don't know if kids because I'm thinking about the kids watching it. I don't know if kids would be clamoring to watch Cruella, but I don't know.
I would.
You know what I mean?
If I were, I remember loving those types of movies.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I see.
But I mean, I love fashion too.
Okay.
So
it's just I remember some movies from our childhood were dark. Mm-hmm. You saw some superheroes would fucking kill the villains even sometimes. Yeah. You saw some dark stuff in some of our movies growing up.
Yeah, we did.
And I think that was lacking from here for the most part. They try to trick you into thinking there's some dark moments here and there, but
it could have been better
really
done. It could have been better done as far as, especially having the Baroness arrested. They could have made that a lot more dramatic.
Yeah.
That would have been fun to see her suffer.
Let's get some controversy up in this motherfucker.
Controversy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see, an article written about it that's like, oh man, those motherfuckers really went too far with this, this new Disney. I like reading about that. They are pushing the boundaries, man. But especially if it's a Cruella movie.
Disney.
It isn't Disney.
Come on now.
It isn't Disney.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, Disney is over here making Guardians of the Galaxy movies after firing James Gunn, so they're not against, doing some stuff that's kind of dark.
That's not a Disney movie.
That's fair.
Come on.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you to Rita for. This is actually our second time recording this, so I think we did better this time, but not by much. As far as the length of it, we're still trying to get that down.
We are. We just, we get to talking, we segue into things, and we just enjoy, a good talk.
Talking movies.
Yeah.
Talking movies. We need a podcast.
We need a podcast.
That's what we need.
Are you guys into podcasts?
That's what I'm
We can do
towards.
a podcast.
Thanks guys for watching. This has been the Junk Food Boys. Cruella.
Thank you very much. And we'll see you next time.
The end.
The end.
6, 5, 4, atomic penetration, rapid fire through your skull. Shot it on when taking it back to the days of trying to lose control.